Hello students, welcome back to the class. Today we are discussing about the regulatory requirement for drug approval. My name is Shubham Sharma, working as assistant professor in Mangalayatan University, Aligarh. We have a first slide, why we are required drug regulatory affairs and what are the requirements for approval of a new drug. Now move forward to the next slide. When we are talking about the past time, there was some of the tragedies was happened in which thalidomide tragedies happened in 1962 in which around 10 cases are reported worldwide. Second, we have a elixir sulfonamide tragedy which happened in 1937 in which around 100 plus death of pupils was happened due to the misjudgment of workers which are working in the manufacturing department of a pharmaceutical company. Such tragic incident led to introduction of regulations for new drug approval. This type of tragedies or incidents lead to the introduction of regulation for the approval of new drug product worldwide. Now move forward to the next slide. When the company discovered the new drug, they need to be develop or manufacture the drug. After that, they need to be test the human clinical trials. They need to be test the drug on humans. After that, in the last, they need to be have marketing permission of their drug, or you can call they need to be have permission of selling of their drug in the market. For performing these individual steps from the drug development to the marketing application, the pharmaceutical company need to be get permission from the concerned regulatory agency of the country. Currently, different countries follow different regulation requirement for approval of drug. Different countries follow different rules, regulation for the approval of a new drug product. Now move forward to the next slide. Drug development team. What is drug development team? Started with the first point. Drug development is the process of bringing a new pharmaceutical drug to the market once a lead compound has been identified through the process of drug discovery. Basically, the drug development is a process of bringing a pharmaceutical or a new drug product into the market once it has been discovered or identified. If we are talking about in a simple way, the drug development is a simple process of bringing a new drug product, or you can call new pharmaceutical product, to the market once it has been discovered. Now go to the second point. The process of drug discovery and development is very long and needs around 10 to 12 years, which includes the close interaction of large number of scientific disciplines. The process of drug development takes up to 10 to 12 years because it's a too long time. The process of development of drug and discovery of drug takes up to 10 to 12 years because it includes various and different test parameters, scientific studies related to the drug and drug products. Now move forward to next slide. Drug development team responsibility. The team is responsible for working in the department for performing different work, in which we have our first point: planning research studies to further characterization of drug candidate. The team is responsible for planning research studies for the future study for the purpose of planning drug, for the purpose of performing various test parameters. In the second point, integration of new research result with previously generated data. The team is also responsible for integration of past result with the new obtained data or results. Now we have a third point, preparation of detailed drug development plan, designing the development milestones, generating timeline for completion and defining critical path. The drug development team is also responsible for preparing detailed or brief development plan which includes designing, developing and generating timeline for the purpose of completing the project, and the team is also responsible for making or defining the path of drug development. Now move forward to the next slide. Continue with the drug development team responsibility. We have a fifth point, reviewing research results from experiments conducted by various scientific disciplines. The team is also responsible for monitoring the results obtained from the various studies conducted by the different teams in the department, and the team is also responsible for checking or reviewing or monitoring the results which are obtained by the study. In the next point, monitoring the status of ongoing research studies and modifying the plan as per the new data. Team is also responsible for monitoring the ongoing research work or study, and team is also responsible for modifying the plan as per the new data obtained. Now we have a last point, comparing research result and development status of drug molecule of competitors. The drug development team also responsible for comparing the research result which are obtained from the study, and also responsible for comparing development status to their competitors. These are some of the responsibility of drug development team. Now we are move forward to next slide. The new drug approval is of two-phase process. The approval of new drug is conducted in two phases. First phase for clinical trials and second phase for marketing authorization of drugs. The drug approval process are conducted in two phases, in which first phase is conducted for the clinical trials and second phase for marketing authorization of drug. Firstly, non-clinical studies of a drug are completed to ensure efficacy and safety, and then application for conduct of clinical trials is submitted to the competent authority of the concerned country. First of all, when we are starting manufacturing or developing of a new drug, firstly we have to conduct or complete the non-clinical studies to ensure the efficacy, safety of drug. Then we are submitting an application to the concerned regulatory authority of the country for the purpose of conducting human clinical trial. Thereafter, the clinical trial can be conducted in phase 1 to phase 4. After getting permission from the concerned regulatory authority, the human clinical trials can be conducted between the phase 1st to 4th. Next, these studies are performed to ensure the efficacy, safety and optimizing the dose of drug in human beings. These studies are conducted or performed to ensure the safety, efficacy, potency, therapeutic effect of the drug in human beings. Now move forward to the next slide. After the completion of clinical studies of drug, then an application to the competent authority of the concerned country for the approval of drug for marketing is submitted after completion of clinical trials, or you can call after completion of human clinical trial of new drug product, an application is submitted to the concerned regulatory authority of the country for getting the permission for the marketing of a new drug product. In some simple term, we are talking about the company if completed the human clinical trial. After that, they need to be file or submit an application for getting permission for marketing of a drug product. Now next, the competent authority review the application and approve the drug for marketing only if the drug is found to be safe and effective in human being, or the drug have more desirable effect as compared to the adverse effect. The concerned regulatory authority review the received application for the purpose of approval of marketing only. After reviewing the application, then regulatory authority of concerned country giving the approval for marketing only if the manufactured drug found to be safe, effective in human being, or if it have more desirable effect as compared to the adverse effect. Now next point, even after the approval of new drug, government should monitor its safety due to the appearance of some side effect when it is used in larger population, the interaction with other drugs which were not assessed in a pre-marketing research trial and its adverse effect. Even after giving approval or even after getting market authorization, government should monitor or should check the drugs side effect if they are used on a large population, or if they are having interaction with some other drugs. These type of interaction with other drugs which were not assessed or which were not checked in a pre-marketing research trials. In simple terms, we are talking about that company should responsible for giving the approval. Thank you.